Good morning, this is Federico Bentley from Ayondo Markets giving you this morning's market update. This morning we start by focusing on Volkswagen's share price, and it has risen 3% in early morning trading as it's reported a 1.67 billion euro loss after tax for the third quarter. The loss of 1.67 billion euros for the 3 months to September 30th was largely the result of the 6.7 billion euro charge Volkswagen said it would take to cover the cost of the emissions scandal. Meanwhile, sales revenue increased 5.3% to £51 billion for the quarter from £48.9 billion a year ago. Now looking at Lloyds Banking Group share price is down 4.7% at 73.7p in early trading as it revealed a large rise in pre-tax profits but a higher than expected drop in underlying profits despite a fall in costs. The banking group posted a 28% increase in profits before tax for the third quarter, up to £958 million from £751 million in the same period last year. Underlying profit fell 8% to £2 billion, lower than consensus, which expected the figure to come in at least £2.3 billion. Operating costs fell by 2% to £1.91 billion from £1.97 billion for the 3 months to the end of September. The banking group reported underlying profit of £6.4 billion for the first 9 months of the year, up 6% on the first 9 months of 2014. Total income was flat at £13.2 billion for the 9 months to the end of September. Now looking at Apple, their reported revenue for the last 3 months rose 22% to $51.5 billion from $42.1 billion in this period last year, while net profits hit $11.1 billion, up from $8.5 billion. Earnings per share were at 1.96, up from $1.42 in 2014, a 38% increase. Revenues for the whole year were a record-breaking $234 billion, a 28% increase. The iPhone unit sales were up to 48.05 million in the final quarter of 2015, 22% more than the 39.27 million a year earlier, largely thanks to China, where the iPhone 6s launched at the same time as in the US and saw revenue nearly double from $6.29 billion to $12.52 billion. Now focusing on the European markets, the UK 100 rolling is 18 points higher, the France 40 rolling is 15 points above, and the Germany 30 rolling is 55 points higher in this morning's trading. Now skipping across the pond, the Wall Street rolling fell over 40 points, or 0.24% to 17,581.43. The US 500 lost almost 6 points, or 0.26% to 2,065.89. And the US tech rolling dropped nearly 5 points, or 0.09% to 5,030.15. Now for some more corporate news, Barclays have confirmed Jess Staley, former of JP Morgan, as its new CEO. Norway's biggest energy group, Statoil, reported net income to have fallen 60% year-on-year to £285 million in the third quarter, missing analysts' expectations. Daiwa, the Japanese brokerage, reported net income to have fallen by more than a third from a year ago to £132 million. And Nomura reported second quarter net income of £253 million, outdoing analysts' expectations. Now for some key data and focus today that we have later on. Over in the US at 11 o'clock, we have the NBA mortgage applications for October. And at 12 o'clock, we have goods trade balance for September. And the more anticipated news over in the US at 6 o'clock, we have the federal interest rate decision, where the Fed is not expected to raise rates, but investors will analyze the statement for clues on when a rise could potentially happen. Now that's all for today's news, so thank you very much for listening and all the best on your day's trading.